Welcome back. In sports news, all is now set for the third edition of the Special Olympics Nigeria National Games. At the opening ceremony, which took place at the University of Lagos Sports Complex, the organizers disclosed that 42 athletes will be selected by random draw to represent Nigeria at the 2015 Special Olympics World Summer Games in California, USA in July. Our sports correspondent, Austin Okunakpan, reports.
A show of love, care, support and bonding best describes what went down at the opening ceremony of the Special Olympics Nigeria National Games.
Ladies and gentlemen, youth corps members.
Proceedings kicked off with the athletes parade led by the National Youth Service Corps band members. The games will feature 140 athletes from the North Central, South South, Southeast and Southwest geopolitical zones of Nigeria. Chairman of the board, Victor Shibodu, explains the objective of this year's edition.
We want to provide a competition for the athletes, but more importantly, this is a qualifying competition for the World Games in Los Angeles. So whoever qualifies here, and we do our balloting, they will be the ones that will represent us at the Special Olympics in World Games in Los Angeles in America next year.
This event has actually proven that Special Olympics Nigeria has begun to receive a lot of acceptance for the work.
Ex-football internationals and music stars showed up to give support to the special athletes by featuring in a novelty match, and that made it a special moment.
Wow, the Shibelu Babes are really up to this task. Wow, Mr. Victor Ikpeba.
What we're trying to do is to bring the awareness that these guys are same people like us, even though they're a little bit different. We can, interact and do stuff with them and make them feel special.
The organizers received praise for giving special athletes an opportunity to showcase their talents.
Yes, please a round of applause, sir.
We believe in inclusion, and it's also in tune with our active, healthy living program, which we believe should include everybody, no matter what their specialty or abilities are. That's why it's important for us.
The theme of the 2014 Games is Together We Can, and that in its entirety solicits support for special athletes in the society.
They recognize the children. They know that the special children, they are not set aside because all of us, we are the same. So I like how it is like this because everyone are being recognized and then accepted and loved.
The winner's stage is empty now, but at the end of the games, those who will mount this podium may be among the lucky few that will be chosen to represent Nigeria at the 2015 Special Olympics World Summer Games in California, USA in July. Austin Okunakpan, Channels Television News.
And in football, Arsenal sent out a statement of intent in the coming season, getting their second piece of silverware in 3 months. The English FA champions crushed the EPL champions Manchester City 3-0 in the Community Shield at Wembley. Arsenal thoroughly deserved their emphatic win in the traditional curtain raiser to the new English season, with goals from Santi Cazorla, Aaron Ramsey, and a stunning long-range third from Olivier Giroud just past the hour. Manchester City were without 7 players who played in the World Cup, while Arsenal were missing their 3 German World Cup winners, Mesut Ozil, Mertesacker, and Lucas Podolski.
Ramsey moment. Had the best scoring season of his life last season, including the winner here at Wembley. And that... Giroud. Oh, it's a goal!
From there on the foreign scene, the U.S. military says it has carried out 4 new airstrikes on militants to defend civilians in northern Iraq. U.S. Central Command said jet fighters and drones had destroyed armored carriers and a truck that were firing on members of the Yazidi sect. Thousands of civilians fled into the mountains after the Islamic State, ISIS, overran the town of Sinjar a week ago. This is the 3rd round of U.S. airstrikes since they were authorized by President Barack Obama. The previous strikes targeted IS forces threatening the Kurdish city of Erbil. A passenger plane has crashed near the Iranian capital Tehran, killing 39 people, including several children. The small aircraft, which was heading to the eastern city of Tabas, went down early this morning in a residential area close to Mehrabad Airport.
A total of 48 people, 40 passengers and 8 crew members were on board when the plane crashed in the residential area of Azadi town, just 5 kilometers to the west of Tehran. Failure in one of the plane's engines caused the plane to crash on the northern side of the Tehran-Karaj highway. A local resident, Hussein, who witnessed the catastrophe, said the rear end of the airplane fell onto the central street after it lost control.
I saw the airplane falling down gradually and then began to wobble until it lost control. It was more and more close to the ground and then finally crashed onto the street. The rear end of the plane, which is separated from the fuselage, fell onto the middle of the street. Fortunately, there wasn't much traffic nor many people on the streets. I thought the plane would fly to us, but parts of the plane fell into the water tower in a nearby glass manufacturing factory. Some other parts fell onto the high wall and the rear end fell onto the middle of the street. Many soldiers stationed in the local military base and some drivers all came for help.
According to the Chinese embassy in Iran, no Chinese citizens were reported aboard the plane. Iran has seen several air disasters involving both civil and military-use aircraft in recent years. In the last incident in January 2011, an air crash near the airport of the northwestern city of Urmia killed 77 people, including 4 foreigners.
And the main news again. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, today declared Governor Rauf Aregbesola of the All Progressives Congress, APC, winner of the Osun State governorship election. He polled 394,684 votes as against 292,774 votes amassed by his closest rival, Yola Obishere of the People's Democratic Party, the PDP. And the Nigerian authorities have embarked on massive enlightenment over the spread of Ebola disease, just as the Nigerian Medical Association said it won't call off its strike just yet. And that's it on the news at 10. Thank you so much for watching. I am Olumide Macaulay. From all of us here, you have a good night.